Hello, and welcome to the Ideal Forever Partner Magnet Podcast, the show where we explore the infinite benefits of creating the relationship of a lifetime, attracting our ideal forever partner like a magnet, and living our best life as the highest and best version of ourselves. I'm your host, Arell Holloway. I'm the results coach, fitness expert, former real estate investor, and founder of UTAIY, Unveiling the Angel in You, and the World Impact Compound Movement. This podcast is for overachievers and romantics that never learned the art of love relationships. That was me. Anyone wanting to improve their relationships and receiving and having, as well as giving unconditional love. And the biggest impact I can make in someone's life is to teach them how to manifest their ideal forever partner.
So why the term ideal forever partner or IFP? Why not call it spouse, soulmate, true love, match, our person, or even the one? Those terms don't efficiently define and match our avatar that we design to mirror our IFP. More on that later. Here's why the name ideal forever partner is the best match. Ideal describes perfect for us. Forever crystallizes that we are committed and all in. Partner indicates collaboration, not domination. The terms spouse, soulmate, true love, match, our person, or the one include but don't fully define our goal, which is an epic, unconditionally warm and loving relationship of a lifetime. The greatest change we make in ourselves in our lifetime is through committing with our IFP, or ideal forever partner. The biggest impact I can make in someone's life is teach you how to manifest your IFP. So with this video, I'm dedicated to helping souls around the world wake up to who you really are and what you really want in life, helping you on your path of learning about unconditional love by creating significant, epic relationships that generate happy memories. Arell's golden nugget. Relationships don't create new problems. Rather, they simply magnify and mirror what already exists. Today's topic: what sharing our passion with our world looks like, and why mine is helping others find their ideal forever partner and live their best life. Arell's golden nugget. Relationships don't create new problems. Rather, they simply magnify and mirror what already exists. Some of you have said to me, but Arell, what if I'm not looking for an ideal forever partner and just want someone to be with? Okay, listen closely. The fact that you don't want an IFP speaks loudly that you don't feel like you're ready for this. And I get it, but hear me out, please. And if you do, you will be glad that you did. I guarantee it. Let's say you're not feeling like you're ready for your IFP, but want to be dating or just don't want to be alone. I understand that. And I have been there. I've camped out, I've built a castle, and I have planted a forest. Believe me, I get it. But despite wanting a casual relationship, I still wanted it to be a good one. And what I really wanted, what I really wanted was to learn how to have a good relationship. The only way I was going to learn this is by practicing. My mentor, Joyce, when I was asking me, Arell, are you dating anyone right now? I replied somberly, no, because I wasn't happy about it. More, I was about to have to learn something that pushed my limits even farther. Because after all, that is why I came to study under her, how to change my life and program myself so it would match my goals and dreams and allow me to achieve each one of them. Then Joyce would reply, Arell, you need to be dating. You need the practice. And of course, she's absolutely right, because dating someone and being in close proximity brings out our BS. What we do with that BS is up to us. But if we want to create our goals and dreams, then we have to delete the BS and replace it with constructive habits instead that leads us to getting everything we want in life. In one of my previous videos, I shared that what we want isn't always what we need. Here is a perfect example of that. I wanted to hide out where my BS was not for all to see. What I needed was exactly the opposite, where my BS would be held up to the sunlight and exposed so I could face it and end this bad behavior and replace it with the constructive behavior or habit. You see, my program was such that I destroyed everything I created because my parents gave me a combination of both of their broken programs, which opened me up for a lot of fun and anguish. I'm joking about the fun. Trust me, it was hell. I want to go deeper into my passion I'm bringing to the world. And just to circle back, I'm not making my parents bad or wrong because they did the best that they could with what they had at that point. I just wanted more in my life. I didn't want to live that same hell that I've lived through with them and then have to live the rest of my life that way. I want to confess something and get off my chest. I have a strong passion for helping others achieve the relationship they've always wanted and maybe thought was not even possible. My confession is that I am not a marketing whiz. I have a message and proven techniques that can impact your life forever if you want your life impacted, but you have to want a better life. In the meantime, I will work on speaking your language so you can understand everything I'm saying. Where's that coming from? Let me explain. When my life wasn't working and I was filled with anger and rage, I could not hear what some people were saying to me. By that, I mean, when someone said something other than what I already believed in my mind would simply block it out, or I would simply space out for those words or messages. Literally, my way of doing things or program was so deeply ingrained in my mind that I did not allow anything other than my current routine to propel my life. And believe me, my current program was not working at all. So I was doomed to live the nightmare of a Groundhog Day over and over and over and over for years. I had to want to change enough that I was willing to change something about me. If I want something different from what I got, I had to change something. If I refused to change anything, then I would continue to get what I already got, which was not what I wanted. You have to want to change enough that you are willing to change something about you. You have to be open to have someone that is giving you answers to questions that will manifest your life the way you want to experience it. There's no rule saying what or how that is. This is your life and you're free to learn about what you choose. Just know that choices have consequences. And although you are a higher being, masquerading as a physical human being here on earth, you are part of a whole, and we all have a responsibility to ourselves and to the greater good to do our best. Sometimes life has twisted our mind and we think we want to learn about destruction. Again, that is each person's choice. I did it. Yet ultimately, I see it this way. We can either figure out 1,000 ways to not live our life, or we can figure out the one way that we can be our highest and best version of ourselves and live our best life. Either is a choice, yet the 1,000 ways are still about being our highest and best version of ourselves, except it's learning about all the things it is not. For example, we can figure out 1,000 ways to not have a warm and loving relationship with our IFP, or we can focus on finding the best way to do this. It's all about the same thing, having a warm and loving relationship with your IFP. Well, I think you're getting the picture there. If you're not, then sleep on it and look at it again in the morning. You may have a new perspective on this. If you still don't get clarity on this, don't feel bad. You can totally relate. Just message me or comment in our private group here, and I will explain it in a different way where you might hear me in a way that your program may allow you to receive it. I used to not be able to hear or see everything that someone was saying to me or that was in front of me. That's because my program only allowed me to hear what my program agenda to dictate. Some of the brainwashing, right? Well, it's not far from that. Check out my video on programming and modus operandi. It will be an eye-opener and a breakthrough. They're life-altering to say the least. Anyway, I feel it's my responsibility to share what I learned in my lifetime because it impacted me profoundly and enabled me to create the relationship I always wanted and thought I would never be able to have. As life would have it, I was granted this precious gift myself for 10 years before cancer took my IFP from the world. I've dedicated the rest of my life teaching everything I know and learned from many sources and whispers the secret to give back to the world that has given me an amazing life experience. This is my purpose. Does that mean I will not have other relationships? I don't know, but it's possible. I'm not stopping living my life, but my life's purpose is absolutely clear to me. I get that humankind has gotten off track, away from love, and that this is completely correctable. We have created a world of distractions that are directing us away from love, being present, being our nature, inner peace, pursuing our goals and dreams. We can achieve our course correction by letting go of future and past and accepting that we are in the present at all times, by stepping back into love itself, receiving love, having love, and giving love, by letting go of all outside distractions and stepping back into our human nature by creating inner peace within, which is the foundation of world peace. Creating an action plan to actively daily work on steps to creating all of our goals and dreams. I'm shining my inner lights to illuminate the world to these course corrections. One of the methods I'm getting are massively powerful to help us all reach these goals in manifesting an epic, warm, and unconditionally loving relationship with our ideal forever partner. 90% of our happiness will come from this significant relationship. This is our powerful key that will remind us why we came here in the first place, which is to learn about love and feelings, which is something that cannot be learned by transfer of information. Love and feelings have to be experienced. I believe that this is the most desirable thing to learn in the universe. Believe that we are all part of God, and we choose to come here to this planet to learn about love and feelings. We agree and accept we have to forget many things that we know as a part of God in order to come here and exist in this world for the purpose of learning about love and feelings. It's time that we remember at least who we really are, to end all the distractions and return back to our most desired goal. We have so much to learn about. Usually at this time, I would go into the affirmations and declarations meditation, but that has its own time slot at 7 p.m. Eastern time on Sundays. I recently launched 2024 Inner Peace Challenge, where you can learn how to create inner peace for yourself that will automatically share it out into the world and touch others. Consider rewarding yourself and accept this challenge to add this integral part of leveling up to the highest and best version of you. It's free and my gift to you, and it will improve your life immensely. Take this epic journey with me, WICM.love. Thanks for sharing a part of your morning with me. I'm grateful that you did, and I hope that you are more self-aware and evolved since we started 30 or so minutes ago. If you can shift in this short of a time, imagine what you can accomplish in a whole day, 1 month, 1 year, etc. In our affirmations and declarations meditation portion, that's now Sunday, we used breathing techniques that enabled us to move through the realms of past, future, and bring us back to and keep us in the present. Within the breathing techniques, you also were able to affect your blood flow and blood pressure as well as your heartbeat at your will. If you can affect your body's organ functions at your will, imagine what else you have the ability of doing with specific training. We're infinite beings with infinite possibilities, and that's the truth. Have a beautiful day, and recall this experience throughout your day. And remember, you can influence your body's and your mind's function and change how you feel. You also learn to move through past and future as well as present realms at will. You can also influence and change how you feel at any given time or moment. There are a lot of abilities that don't even scratch the surface of our human abilities. All it takes is taking charge. Finally, a weekly Ideal Forever Partner Magazine newsletter is out that unveils secret tips and hacks on attracting your ideal forever partner like a magnet. Get this weekly wealth of information in one place. Just go to the ifpmagnet.com and you can sign up to get started on this weekly tip, secret, and hacks to find your IFP. Question: are you ready to be the ideal forever partner that will attract your high-level IFP like a magnet? Find out how ready you are if your IFP was standing in front of you right now. Take the IFP Magnet Scorecard quiz now. Answer this quick 2-minute quiz and we'll send you a personalized report, plus a complimentary PDF on how ready you are if your IFP was standing in front of you right now. Go to score.arell.vision. Chat soon. Are you ready to be the ideal forever partner that will attract your high-level IFP like a magnet? Find out how ready you are if your IFP was standing in front of you right now. Take the IFP Magnet Scorecard quiz now and answer this quick 2-minute quiz, and we'll send you a personalized report, plus a complimentary PDF on how ready you are if your IFP was standing in front of you right now. Go to www.score.arell.vision. Score.arell.vision.
If you've enjoyed today's episode, please rate, review, and subscribe to the Ideal Forever Partner Magnet podcast. Your support helps us reach more souls in search of their unconditional true love. Check us out everywhere podcasts. Remember, you have the power to create heaven on earth through unconditional love. This is your life, no one else's. Grasp the courage to strive for the highest and best version of you.
Arell's Golden Night.
When we're growing, we're living. When we stop growing, we're backsliding and we're dying. Arell Holloway. Today's topic. Deep diving into the secret ingredients to creating your best life too. Today's topic. Deep diving into the secret ingredients to creating your best life too.
What does it take to level up to the highest and best version of myself? What does it take to level up to the highest and best version of ourselves? The number one thing that's required is training ourselves to reprogram everything that doesn't work in our life and substitute it with what works. Training ourselves to have a positive mental attitude in order to succeed. You know, if you don't have a positive mental attitude, then you have resistance to creating your goals. People might say, oh, wait a minute, I'm just a naturally pessimistic person. That's not the truth. The truth is human beings are naturally positive, consciously, creatively constructive beings. If you feel like you have a naturally negative mental attitude, then you have simply become comfortable with how you were programmed by the people that influenced you in your life when you were young. So when we have a negative mental attitude, then everything in life is a struggle. And you might feel like a struggle is valuable, but truth is, it's just slowing you down from getting what you want. It's as simple as that. You are free to struggle if that is what you choose and want to learn from. But if you want to freely be able to create your goals and dreams, you'll let go of the struggle, and you expect that having a positive mental attitude will always see new ideas, new doors open, new opportunity come to. The training that is required to level yourself up to the highest and best version of yourself is every moment. The truth is, when we're not training to be our highest and best, we're backsliding and starting to spiral down. When we're not living, we're dying. When we're not growing, we are shrinking. There's no such thing as sitting on the fence, no matter how much you want to convince yourself of that. Belief is important to you, then you have every right to have that. Why am I telling you all? Leveling yourself up to the highest and best version of yourself will enable you to live your best life. The reason I chose the passion of helping people find their ideal forever partner is because 90% of our happiness comes from our relationship with our ideal forever partner. 90% of the happiness in our life comes from that committed relationship. That's how important it is. And if you think that you can go through your entire life without that kind of a relationship. You're absolutely right. You can. But if you think you're living your best life when you're not living with your ideal forever partner, then you're deluding yourself. Can you live a happy life without anyone else? Sure. The point, though, is not, are you happier with your ideal forever partner or not? The point is, when you're with your ideal forever partner, the happiness exponentially, that is extremely difficult to do on your own. So we all have a choice. And if you choose to have that relationship in your life, it is the fastest and most powerful way to learn about warm and unconditionally loving relationship, which is why I believe we're here. I believe that's why we came to this place. And that's why we came here to learn about. This is the most desirable thing to learn. Learning about unconditional love is the most desirable thing to learn about in the universe. And it has to be experienced. It can't be downloaded. It can't be shared in a story. It can't be portrayed in a picture album. It has to be experienced. This world was created so we can have these experiences, because this world is so vast. It's easy to get distracted from why we're here. So you can continue to believe that climbing your corporate ladder is the most important thing for your life, because you think ultimately that will give you the greatest satisfaction and greatest result in your life and make you the happiest. Then you're free to do that. Is that the truth? No, it's not the truth at all. In fact, that's just part of what you're doing. That should be part of what you're doing, but it should be part of what you're doing while you are learning about creating an unconditionally loving relationship that lasts a lifetime and generate happy memories.
Are you ready to be the ideal forever partner that will attract your high-level IFP like a magnet? Find out how ready you are if your IFP was standing in front of you right now. Take the IFP Magnet Scorecard quiz now and answer this quick 2-minute quiz, and we'll send you a personalized report, plus a complimentary PDF on how ready you are if your IFP was standing in front of you right now. Go to www.score.arell.vision. Score.arell.vision.
I recently launched the 2024 Inner Peace Challenge, where you can learn how to create inner peace for yourself that will automatically share it out into the world, touching others. Consider rewarding yourself and accept this challenge to add this integral part of leveling up to the highest and best version of you. It's free and will improve your life immensely, and is my gift to you. Take this epic journey with me at wicm.love. Thanks for sharing a part of your morning with me. I'm grateful that you did, and I hope that you are more self-aware and evolved since we started 20 or 30 minutes or so ago. If you can shift in this short of a time, imagine what you can accomplish in a whole day, 1 month, or even a year. In our affirmations and declarations meditation portion that's now on Sundays, we used breathing techniques that enabled us to move through the realms of past, future, and bring us back to and keep us in the present. Within the breathing techniques, you also were able to affect your blood flow and pressure, as well as your heartbeat at your will. If you can affect your body's organ functions at your will, imagine what else you're capable of doing with specific training. We are infinite beings with infinite possibilities. And that's the truth. Have a beautiful day and recall this experience throughout your day. And remember that you can influence your body and your mind's functions and change how you feel. You also learn to move through past, future, and present realms at will. You can also influence and change how you feel at any given time or moment. These are a lot of abilities that don't even scratch the surface of our human abilities. All it takes is taking charge. Chat soon.
Arell, ARELL.vision. Gore.arell.vision.
If you've enjoyed today's episode, please rate, review, and subscribe to the Ideal Forever Partner Magnet podcast. Your support helps us reach more souls in search of their unconditional true love. Check us out everywhere podcasts Remember, you have the power to create heaven on earth through unconditional love. This is your life, no one else's. Grasp the courage to strive for the highest and best version of you